Hello and welcome to News Ei Samay, and we are at the trailer launch of Mon Maaney Na, and we have with us one of the finest actor of young generation, Ritwik Bhowmik. Welcome to News Ei Samay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
So I'll be very short. From Bollywood, like doing a Hindi language film at the Bollywood, then doing a Bengali based film at the Bollywood, and now doing a Bengali film at the Tollywood. You flow like a river. So, how has your experience been?
It's been fantastic. Thank you for putting it like that. Actually, the flow of events has been exactly that. It's been a fantastic experience, and I've always wished and hoped and prayed that I would get to do a Bangla film once, and I'm finally getting the chance. And it's one of the finest films that I could have actually been a part of, because not because it's something that people have never seen, also because it is one of those films that the entire family can watch. It does not have a niche audience. It's not one of those films that you can watch in pockets. It's one of those films you can watch with the entire family, get entertained with everybody. And I think the times that we live in, this is exactly the kind of films we need, and I'm glad I'm starting with something like this.
Thank you. And which Bengali actor have always like looked upon?
Oh, so many, so many, so many. But my favorite, I must say, that I've grown up watching a lot of Feluda. I know there are only two films, but I've just watched it so many times, and so it'll have to be Shomitra, lead Shomitra.
And what's next on your bucket? Like any Bengali films? Like what are you looking next to do?
Oh, I can't wait to do more Bangla films, and I'm really hoping that Studio Blotting Paper has already readied the next film that we want to do together. But this year there'll be two Hindi releases in Bollywood, and hopefully within months after that we'll get another Bangla film coming out.
Thank you so much. And we have with us the very talented actor, Soumya Mukherjee. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Okay, so like this character of yours in Mon Maaney Na, Ronu Joy, like how is this character different from any other characters that you have played previously? And how is this whole film, according to you, is different from the other so-called romantics?
As far as my character is concerned, I think it's very, very different from the other ones that I've played, primarily because of the fact that, there's a notion we have about a romantic hero, which is he has to be sweet, cute, and the typical chocolatey boy, which I have played. But this character is none of that. He's gone through his own struggles in his own life, and of course, that has hardened him up. There are other layers which I do not want to reveal right now. But yeah, it's vastly different from my last release, which is Paria, which was, of course, a romantic character of a different kind, and of course, very different from the other romantic films that I've done. And the one thing that you spoke about in terms of the film being different from other romantic films, I think every romantic film has its core emotion quite similar to each other. That I wouldn't say is any different with this film. But I think like romance or like love, it changes with every human being, right? I have a different way of professing love. Shakespeare had a different way of doing it. You have a different way of doing it now. So that is how, it changes with every film, right? We've seen a very successful romantic film last year called Sayyara. So, if you go to the story, it's something we've seen before, right? It's Mohit Suri's Sayyara. That is what makes it different. Hence, this is Rahul Mukherjee's Mon Maaney Na, which makes it different from the previous two Mon Maaney Nas as well as other romantic films.
Okay. Another question is, how was it working with the whole film, as we all know, is filled with newcomers. Like, how was it working with them?
Not really newcomers. Ritwik has done a lot of work. I think perhaps the primary newcomer we had in the film was Hiya. It was her debut film. It was absolutely superb, and I've said it before as well that she's worked so hard on this film. It shows, of course, in the trailer, in the teaser, everywhere. She worked harder than all of us put together, and of course, it was great working with Kharaj Mukherjee sir. I've never shared screen space with him, so this was the first time I was sharing screen space with him. It was wonderful. Of course, it was great working with Ritwik too, and I think there are a whole bunch of young actors that you will perhaps find in this film when you watch it, who will be a revelation after the film comes out, for sure.
Okay, so last question,
Yeah.
3 words for Mon Maaney Na.
3 words for Mon Maaney Na. 3 words, too
Okay,
few.
5.
Okay, 5. Mon Maaney Na, kintu manbei.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is that after a trailer launch, my head is just filled with so many things, and I'm getting so emotional because Dev sir came to launch our trailer. that I'm not even coming up with the right answers. I'm just very emotional at the moment. I'm so sorry.
No problem, no problem. That's all. Thank you for watching News Asia. Today we have with us the very gorgeous and beautiful Hiya Chatterjee. So, without any further ado, let's delve into the questions. So, this is your upcoming movie, Mon.
Yes.
It's very beautiful. The trailer was lovely. So, you tell me this is your first debut opposite Ritwik Bhowmik, right?
It's my first debut into cinema. So Mon Maaney Na is my first film.
So,
Yes.
like, how does it feel to, star opposite to someone like Ritwik Bhowmik and the whole
Soumya Mukherjee, yes.
everyone?
It feels great actually. I think I'm incredibly blessed that for my first film, I got paired with such incredible actors. And not just that, the entire cast of this film, they're all a lot more experienced than I am. So I had a lot to learn from all of them. So I'm incredibly happy that I was chosen by this team to be a part of it because I've learned a lot in this journey. So it's always going to be very special to me.
Okay, so like your father, Shashwat Chatterjee,
Yes.
like you have grown up with him, watching his movies, and
Yes.
like, does that ever made you feel pressurized? Like you have to get up to some expectations and prove that you're his daughter and you have to live up to that, or you just carve yourself into that?
I feel that every individual has their own journey, and of course, I'm incredibly proud of what my grandfather and my father have achieved in their lives. But I think it will be very unfair if I try to put myself in a position where I am trying to reach a level where I am not right now at all, because they have taken years to reach where they are, and I'm just starting off. I'm taking baby steps, so I think it would be rather harsh if I choose to compare myself to them. I'm here to carve my own journey, and I hope that slowly and steadily I reach somewhere that I can call my own.
Okay, that's wonderful. Another
so much.
last question, which is, can you share one or two emotional, or this is since it's your debut, one of the behind the scenes, any moment like you felt, this is the moment, like this is what I am preparing myself for the whole journey.
So I think the entire process had begun much before we reached set. So I think the workshops and everything sort of eased all of us into the process. So there wasn't a particular moment like that, but it's basically the post moments, which is like when the teaser came out, when the songs come out, when the trailer has come out now. And I think it's actually going to sink in on the 13th of February, because I am still not, like, it's not sinking in. When your dream comes true, it takes you a while to actually figure out if it's just a surreal feeling.
Yeah.
So I think on the 13th of February is the day when I actually will sort of burst in a lot of ways.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
and
And we have with us a music director, Nilayan Chatterjee. Welcome to News Asia, my son.
Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
So I'll be very short. So, how have your music journey have been in Bengal, like in this evolving scapes of electronic music?
Well, electronic music is definitely the current evolved state of commercial music, but at the same time, I do not believe completely in that. I've always believed in something organic, and since my first film, I've been using a lot of organic stuff along with the current technologies. But then all my films since Kishmish, Baga Jutin was more. Right now it depends on the film. If it's a period film, I cannot go completely electronic. I can maybe use it at a few places where the director is also using modern ways of filming. So it depends, and I'm glad that I get to experiment a lot in my films. People know me for my experimentations more than the typical contemporary ways of understanding that a song is a hit song or something like that. Even a commercial song like Ba Pishe has a lot of electronic and evolved soundscape with today's times. So yeah, can't complain. I've been working on my music, and I've been fortunate enough to do that.
Okay, so my next question is, these days cover songs are more often like the hit numbers than the originals. There are many independent music artists who are just like rising themselves up. So what message do you want to give them, like for the musicians who think that no, cover songs are up and like somewhere we are losing the essence of the originals?
See, cover songs will give you instant gratification, I'm sure, because that song itself is known by the people. So people might know you a bit early, but then your shelf life gets shorter. Because for a cover artist, যতই তুমি ভালো করো, in Bengali we say, na, whatever you do, you get stuck to a certain budget. People will not pay you more than that. But for an original artist, you can quote your price. You can quote what you truly deserve. Original music is for life. Covers are for moments, because the original artists who have made the songs, it's their benefits, their hard work. Where's your hard work? I mean, original is something that every artist should be doing. And like when anyone asks you that what's your name, tu to tomar naam bolo. You speak out your name, right? You don't say somebody else's name. So music is exactly that. Art is exactly that. Exactly that. The more original you are, the more years you live.
Thank you so much, sir. Keep watching News Ei Samay.